Hey everyone, welcome to the first video that I'm going to be uploading to this channel. I thought it'd only be appropriate to give you a tour of my current gaming setup, just to give you an idea of what I play my consoles on, and also what I'll be using to stream to Twitch and to YouTube. It's in my bedroom that I share with my lady friend. She's not here at the minute, and it's a good job as she's probably going to hate all these lights, but we'll get to that when she comes home. There's my camera that I will be doing all my filming on. It's a Sony A7 first generation. It's a 24 megapixel camera, full frame. I've got the 28-70mm lens there, and I've got the 50mm lens sitting around somewhere. And this is connected into my Panasonic television. Now it's not really meant to be in there. It's kind of ended up as part of this setup, but I don't really use it too much as the camera is normally situated in this corner. So I'll switch back to my main camera now and I'll give you a full tour of the room. Okay, so the first thing that you've probably noticed is the chair. You're probably wondering, why the hell did this guy buy a white chair? Well, I'm not too sure. I just quite like the look of it to start with. It has got a little bit dirty since I've had it, but it's a good chair. It's from X-Rockers and was £100, and you can find it online if you just type X-Rockers into Google. Onto my desk I have a Neewer microphone boom arm. This was about £14 from Amazon. I'm sure you can find them cheaper or a cheaper version. That's attached to a Blue Yeti mic, and although I've got it in a strange position, it does kind of work for me. I can just kind of drag it around and leave it where I want it. The Yeti is a bit heavy, so you do need to keep these bolts quite tight. Most people would probably start out with a Snowball, and they're about half the price, and a lot of YouTubers use them. Over here is the television that I had my camera plugged into. This is an AOC 27-inch 144Hz monitor. They're about £180, and it has a 1 millisecond response time. I can definitely tell a difference in my game when I play on this screen and when I play on this television. I'm getting murdered when I'm playing on this television, and on here my reactions seem a bit quicker. I don't know whether it's something else or it's just all in my mind, but I do play better on this screen. I have my PlayStation camera here. That's what I'll be using for streaming directly from the PlayStation to Twitch and YouTube. I've got my SteelSeries headphones. These were about £50. I think they're really good. I mainly bought them because they kind of fit my colour scheme, but I did find that they are actually quite good headphones. You can push the microphone into the headpiece, and it's got quite a good headband that kind of just bobbles. It kind of floats on your head, so you can't tighten it up any further. If you've got a really small head, these might not be so good for you. I've got my red PlayStation controller. I use a ThinkPad keyboard. I'm not a PC gamer, but I will be transitioning into PC gaming soon. But for now, this keyboard is absolutely fine. I've just got an HP mouse, and I do have a desktop computer under this desk. This is hooked up to this monitor, so I do flick between the two of them if I want to use the main PC. This is sufficient for gaming and for streaming, but I'll be getting a new computer soon. This one will be made kind of redundant. I have a laptop here which is mainly used for capturing audio on Audacity and also for the Elgato. I have Adobe Premiere that I will be using for movie making, and I also have Photoshop and Lightroom. I had some of this software before, so they weren't additional purchases for me. And this laptop is what I'll be initially streaming with. it's quite a good laptop. It's quite quick and it doesn't have many programs on it. It's here mainly for the purpose of capturing things from the Elgato. I have some PlayStation games, an extra control pad. My PlayStation is here, and through the back is where my cabling goes. None of it comes out the front. I hate cables, so I spent a lot of time drilling a hole in that. These are some other headphones that I use sometimes. So I've had these for quite a while. They were initially for DJing, but they do give quite a good sound. So if I'm not playing with anyone on the PlayStation, I tend to use these instead of the SteelSeries. I've got another lens here, a 50mm lens for the camera, empty camera bag. I've got the Yeti stand in there, and I've also got this Ape Man thing that my girlfriend got me. I haven't really used it yet. It's kind of a GoPro action cam. It films in 1080, but I haven't really had time to play with it, so I'll review this at some point as well, so look out for that. I have a couple of these Interfit lights. That's what I'm using at the minute to light up the room. There is the camera stand, tripod, and then I also have several of these. You can attach the action cameras to these, so pretty easy to set up some additional angles if I wanted. Around the back I have one router connected to EE. This is what we use for the house, so things like the television, mobile phones, everything connects to this router, and I have a dedicated line right here, and this is what the PlayStation goes through, so any streaming, any PlayStation activities, anything like that is going to go through this. You're probably wondering, where do you play games when your friends come round? We tend to sit in this room, so it's a 49-inch Sony Bravia. I've not really used it too much, but it seems pretty good. For Call of Duty I tend to play on the smaller screen in the bedroom. We've got the iPad in there, and this is where the PlayStation 3 is. I keep this in here, and I sometimes play the odd game or two on it. It's not really being used that much recently. This speaker here is normally in my setup. It's a wireless Yamaha. I'll be putting a link to all the items in my setup in the description, so have a click on the links and see where you can get these. It's pretty good and it pumps out some quite good music. I can connect it to Spotify and most Bluetooth devices, so if you're looking for something quite cheap that's quite discreet, definitely get one of these, and you can hang them on the wall as well. It just looks like a picture frame. So that's where I tend to hang out with my friends, and we'll just sit in here, play some games. Someone will get angry because they're losing, and that's a bit of my flat. One thing I have not shown you is where my cabling goes to. So all the cabling goes through the back of my desk into this corner. It looks untidy, but it's out of the way and I can't see it. There is a 2 terabyte external hard drive that's connected to the computers, and I can swap files between those. There's the Elgato HD60 that I use to record gameplay, and that I'll also be using to stream from eventually. I'll be starting out with the PlayStation streaming service, but I will be using the Elgato in future, so watch out for those videos. there's surge protector there. I'd always recommend getting a surge protector, you never know what could happen. And there's the other PC sitting just there. And that's really all the cabling that you can see on the desk. There's only two cables that you can see. I think I've done quite a good job getting rid of those. Wasn't something I liked the look of. And always have a bottle of water. I can't stress how much water you need to drink. There's a picture I have up here by an Australian artist called Carly Deary. I'll leave a link to her work in the description. And I think that's about it for the first showing of my room. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.